with our Thanksgiving celebration series between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions.
Please welcome Dan Campbell and your defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. And this is Savion Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story, too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them are just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now Love on the play fake. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. That may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on his 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. Breaks it down, he's still going. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, to stop it.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, gone. Caught Williams, and it's complete. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to sneak here, Goff. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Finds his tight end. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Brought down by Quay Walker.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Third and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Lofts it deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. Their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Escapes the defender. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
14 more yards.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs, in fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Montgomery has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Trying to run with Gibbs. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
A 3-yard loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal? Williams coming in motion right. Here's another for it. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Bates' kick is up and good. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's had on the sport we love across an incredible week of games. It all begins with Green Bay at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to continue all the way through to the bookend. Giants at Patriots, a rematch of a couple of Super Bowls on Monday night. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Play action. Love. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Throwing his Love on third. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 33.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Love with it on first down. Finds him over the middle. It's a small gain up to the 38. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
On second down, Jacobs. And no first down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Third and a lone yard coming up. On the sneak, it's Love. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Gain of a yard.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
First and 10 from the 43. On his own read, here's Jacobs. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
Okay, a 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play fake, it's Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop. See the ball hit the...
This one will be intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. He dodged the tackle. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good. 4 on Lions. First down. 1st and 10.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw from Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, gone. Finds Isaac Tisslaw, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
13 yards.
It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Lions have a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And this one does not go far.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They give up the cut to Montgomery. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Montgomery, the ball carrier. Xavier McKinney on the tackle. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. He brings it in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 6.
Kid, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts. But throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Ezra Cooper on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 7-yard line.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
This one to Williams out left side. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions go up 10-zip here in the first. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out now runs the Packer offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half Well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Love out of the shotgun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Got his man. It's Golden. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Hit some space around midfield. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Jacobs gets in on the draw. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And it could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To the air with Love. Short pass brought in. Then he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 10-0 ball game. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Love. Jump off, caught by his back. Trucks a defender. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Love now on 1st and 10. Pass caught out right by Golden. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's another Packers 1st down. It's a gain of 20.
Well, that's a gain that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Here's Jacobs again on second down. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. A very short kick here from the right hash. McManus sends it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Keyshawn Nixon on the coverage.
Out of the shotgun, gone. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action here with Goff. This is a heater going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they are on him, short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Here comes the 4th down snap to go. That's complete to Sloan. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. He motion the tight end over. Again, Goff. Hits him on the out route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. All set now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Completed to his running back. And on first down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Running on second with Montgomery. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
Micah Parsons on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Montgomery. A gain of 9 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one.
1st and 10.
That's that running back's come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. And he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Goff. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Goff on 3rd. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 13-point lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. Lions double their lead to 14.
17. Packers 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
The line of scrimmage.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. To the left. That's pulled in by Golden. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west. Right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you can run into problems just like that.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Lions take over.
The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Xavier McKinney.
I guarantee you this, Kate, if you were to go around football and you sit in a clinic of the best defensive coaches out there, they all say the same thing. Set an edge, set an edge, set an edge. It really comes to life on these toss plays. Good job there defensively to set an edge before that toss could get going.
Montgomery gets it from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Air it out on 3rd. Able to find Wright. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
A gain of 7.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
It's on target to Williams. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's going to pay off this 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Now gone. Short pass brought in. And out of bounds after a small gain. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Gone. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A pickup of 17. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Delivers another one to Williams. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 3-possession game. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Packers 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Packers all set to get back out there. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
He's brought down by Terrion Arnold. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Love from the gun. Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Love now on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson, and it sets up 2nd down.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Back to the air. Love. Completed over the middle. Takes away from one. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 20. And a Packer 1st down.
Once more, it's Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Loves to throw again. Hits him on the end route. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a gain of 22. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's another Packers 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
Working inside the red zone. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 11-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Throwing again. Love. That one connects. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Stick it in the air. Love. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taken a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Love out of the shotgun. He brings it in. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
A gain of 9 on
Can I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Love now on 3rd and goal. Catch made. And they stop him with just a 1-yard gain. That's going to make it 4th and short. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. McManus sends it through. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hanson has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. On now is McManus to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. He kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds Montgomery on the drop down. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
To David Montgomery. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. He's got it over the middle. Takes another one. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the 1st down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
And he hauls in right near the 40-yard line. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. Gets his tight end on the corner route. Nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35.
22 yards.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Packers, first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
First down throw, here's Love. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
To Dontavian Wicks. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff here to Jacobs. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Love on 3rd and short. Has his man. It stops. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers start the second half with some needed points. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers make it an 11-point ball game.
24. Packers 13.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Sailors now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. That last touchdown given up cut their lead to 2 scores as they get started here. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Motioning the tight end now. They go play action with Goff. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the beauty of mixing up your play calling. Like a great boxer, you never throw the same punch. Throw some unique looks. And that jet sweep, highly effective at moving the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. Gets him space around midfield. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down throw from Goff. He tucks it and takes off. He'll slide down after picking up a couple. Second down upcoming.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Play action here with Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Number 87, Sam Laporta. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Packers loading up the secondary on 3rd. 6 DBs out there. Goff to the air now. Complete to St. Brown. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Montgomery now up the middle. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for Detroit first down.
First down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Sending a tight end in motion left. First down, and they go right back to it. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Gain of 6. That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Reynolds scores. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions break their lead to a 3-score advantage. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions push their lead to 18.
Lions 31. Packers 13.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And In the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Short pass brought in. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Love from the gun. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Third down, 1 yard to go. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
24-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll send out the punting unit. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Lions down running back David Montgomery getting back to work. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well even with the workload they placed upon him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
To Isaac to Slaught. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Carry here for Montgomery. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. They'll run again with Montgomery. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Ezra and Cooper there to make the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Goff off the play action. To the right, he's got to Slaught. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They give up the gut to Montgomery. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Trying to throw this from the gun. Brought in right side. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 22-yard line.
It's Montgomery on the counter. And he's able to get this down to the 13. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Completed over the middle. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. They'll run the draw with Montgomery. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Goff on 3rd. Hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Bates' kick is up and good. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling the preseason game. Pete Carroll was there. If he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to, well, do some window dressing here in the 4th. Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on his third down. Throw here, third down. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 27.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
Thrown on first down, Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Complete to Romeo Doubs. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 19-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Stick it in the air, Love. Finds a man, right side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's a gain of 8.
That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
First down throw. Here's Love. He brings it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Offensive line. This is second and 4. Love now off the play action. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
5-yard gain.
Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
They'll run, Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. Here's another for him. And this is stopped behind the line as well.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for third and goal. Love out of the shotgun. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate. We got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's fourth and goal. Desperation time here. And he falls to the pass rush on 4th and goal. That defense coming through, forcing a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
The Lions, down running back David Montgomery, getting back to work. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. We get it on the ground here with Montgomery. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap here to go. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That one complete to St. Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. A give now to Montgomery. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Out of the shotgun. Gone. Yet another grab for St. Brown. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. A gain of 15 there. And the Lions have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Goff to the air now. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Give him 24 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Now it's Reynolds. dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
All about that defense there. Had him bottled up from the jump. Truth be told, probably lucky they even got back to the line of scrimmage.
36-yard line.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Montgomery gets it from the gun. Already a lot of distance to go, Brock, and it's going to be all there for him again on 3rd down as this play stopped for no gain.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out now runs the Packer offense. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. Cut down the field, Golden. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
They go counter. It's Jacobs. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Love from the gun. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Well, the offense wanted to spark, and he delivered a lightning bolt. Huge gain that totally changes the tone of this drive.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Play fake. It's Love. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers putting up points in a game decided. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. So first down from the 41. Goff back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Goff on 3rd. He throws a bullet down the left side. He's got it inside the 10. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal.
That's good.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They run. Here's Reynolds. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions keep adding that 4th-quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions grow their lead yet again.
Lions 44, Packers 19.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. And he has kept his pace up in the 2nd half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with these looks all game. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
A gain of 19
They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Finds a seam down the middle. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's another.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Running on first here with Jacobs. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Love. Quick slant taken in by Dobbs. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Love. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Packers make it an 18-point game.
Packers 26.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
The Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Goff on 1st and 10. Caught by his back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions can rest easy with a 3-score lead. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And give to Reynolds. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it 3rd and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. It's Reynolds on the carry. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Being evenly matched at the line may sound like a draw, but that's an absolute win defensively. They absorbed a huge push and did not get driven back an inch.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And, partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.